morning. Britta Homeland from Westinghouse College Prep will be presented with her scholarship by Dr. Laverta Hurt on behalf of Jerry Jakes. Kenneth Hoover, also from Westinghouse College Prep, will be presented with his scholarship by Dr. Laverta Hurt. Brianna Staley from Voice Academy will be presented with her scholarship by Roberta Williams in honor of Harry Axelrod. Morgan Hawthorne from Whitney M. Young High School will be presented with her scholarship by Roberta Williams. Now, can we give all of these scholars a huge round of applause? Standing, actually, we're going to sing now. The song is called Now Let Us Sing, number 368 in your gray hymnals. Resources are a tangible representation of our energy in the world. That's part of the reason that we are giving scholarships to young people from Austin. We're saying we're putting our energy and our love behind you. So when we give to the church, what we're saying is we care about this place. We think it does good work in the world and it matters to us. So we give not because we are obligated to, but because through our giving, it makes the church possible, and the church makes all of us coming together possible. This morning's offering will now be received. Will the ushers please come forward?
we at Third Unitarian Church are honored every year to give students from the Austin community, as well as a few others, scholarships. We started off 41 years ago, issuing $250 scholarships to students, and today we are giving each student $1,000. Our members here who was here 41 years ago when it started. You don't have to applaud for yourself. But Ms. Wilson is one of our founding members. So is Vivian Matthews and Betty Harris, Mr. Williams. Why don't all of you guys stand up? I'd like for you to know also that we have a couple of our senior scholarship recipients here today. Would you guys stand up for us? That you're all here today, and we know that you young people are going to go out and do great things, and you're going to come back and help this community. You know that we need help, and we are depending on you. You are our future, and I want you to all remember you're our future, and you're working to make a better place for all of us. And the young people today, we have chosen 4 of our young students to talk to you. In the past, we've had people come and talk to you who didn't really relate to you. They related to a past time. But we want to have people who understand what we are going through right now to come to us and talk to us about how they feel about what's going on today. So, are you asking me to speak first? Yes, I did. Oh, I know. Okay. Okay, our first student, I thought you wanted to do it. Okay. Okay, our first student will be Jessica Bailey from Providence St. Mel.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I can hear my neighbor crying. I can't breathe. I'm in the movement now, and I can't leave. Calling the violence of the racist police, and we ain't gonna stop till everybody is free. When Charles Dickens wrote his novel, A Tale of Two Cities, he opened with the phrase, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." The sentiment may have been about 19th century France, but it applies to the world today just the same. We have much more freedom now than ever before. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and freedom of religion are rights that we enjoy as Americans. But with great freedom comes even greater responsibility. With this being said, police brutality is not a new epidemic to hit the streets of Chicago or any other city in these United States. Those in power have been abusing their freedom since the beginning of recorded history. Look at Pharaoh's rule over the Israelites, or King Herod's slaughter of the innocents for reference. But something is different about this moment in time. How is it that people on a completely different continent can know about the Eric Garner incident and want to be a part of the I Can't Breathe movement? Well, another one of the blessings that makes this the best of times is the media. Now, many parents and members of older generations may be wishing that young people would stop being influenced by what they are fed by the media. I wholeheartedly agree. The media often sensationalizes mediocrity and depravity and clouds the picture of the real world. In spite of its detrimental effects, we have the media to thank for the momentum behind the I Can't Breathe movement. As a matter of fact, Many would have no idea about Eric Gardner or Michael Brown if it weren't for the expansive presence of the internet. The internet is like a double-edged sword. It can be used to cut down opponents with knowledge, just as it can scar the swordsman with ignorance. The only way to protect ourselves and our futures against the cycle of oppression perpetuated by both the abuse of power at the hands of authority and the negative influence of the media is through responsibility. When I say responsibility, I mean understanding that we live in a plural world where every decision we make affects a decision that our neighbor must make. Young people, we can no longer allow ignorance to go viral and flood our timelines and news feeds. The newest fad, especially for young people, is called the Rich Gang Challenge, where you post a video of yourself throwing up different gang signs, but then type in hashtag Rich Gang Challenge. It's somehow supposed to validate it and exempt you from becoming a casualty of gang wars. But for the spectators out there, you may think that your one little share is insignificant to the millions of others, but just like those millions, your behavior is making it acceptable for stupidity to live on, whether it's in the name of quick and easy fame or notoriety. The only thing being challenged is the worth of our lives. There are many stigmas associated with minorities in the inner city, and as a whole, they all assume that we won't amount to anything. That is the true reason behind police brutality, because in someone else's eyes, we are worthless. I stand before you today to say that we cannot go from targets to liabilities unless we hold ourselves to better standards and enhance our credibility. One person cannot carry this movement. We all must make a choice to do better for our lives and our community, whether through beautifying our streets, actually calling our city when we see crime festering in our neighborhoods, or offering guidance to those who have lost their way. It was once said that good things come to those who wait, but those days are over. Change starts in our own backyards, not in the backyards of our oppressors. If we do not make an effort to care about our future, then the people we want most to care shall not either. But more than anything, we must be consistent. So I charge everyone in this room to ignite their spirits of change and keep the movement alive. Because if you are not part of the cure, then you are a part of the disease. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Okay, our next speaker will be Eric Conley.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Eric Conley, as you know. I'm here to speak on exactly the same thing. I can hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in a struggle and I can't leave. Calling on the violence of the racist police. We ain't gonna stop till people are free. We ain't gonna stop till people are free. Now, I don't believe I can stand up to what she just said, but I just wanted to let everyone know that, yes, it is a double-edged sword, the media. It has brought a lot of momentum to the I Can't Breathe to the world. But at the same time, the media also portrays black people as violent, tearing down their own neighborhood, burning down places. Now, what I wanted to say is, that's not everybody. It's not me or you burning down our neighborhood. So why should we say that it's all the police that's shooting us? It works both ways. Not every white person is racist. Not every black person is violent. But at the same time, there is a problem. Police brutality is a problem. It has been for a long time. And the way we need to fix that It's not by pointing fingers. We need to fix ourselves too, and we need to love each other more. Now, what does love each other more mean? I grew up in a neighborhood where we treat each other a little less than ideal. We need to be better to ourselves. We don't need to put each other down. I'm not trying to put anybody down. I want everybody to love each other. And what I also wanted to say is that to love each other is basically, we want to bring each other up and, sorry, I'm nervous.
All right. You're doing great.
Thank you. Bring each other up and act a little better when we want to show our anger. We don't have to show our anger by burning down our neighborhood, and we don't have to show our anger by pointing fingers saying, oh, the white man is racist. Not all white men are racist, or women. And then basically, we need to follow Martin Luther King more. And not Malcolm X. Well, Malcolm X is a good person. We need to be a little more peaceful around ourselves because the media can hurt us just as well as it can help us. It can make us seem that we're violent and that they have a reason to do what they're doing, and they don't have a reason. It's not a good reason to shoot somebody that's unarmed because they believe that they are a threat. We are not a threat to anyone. We don't need to look like a threat to anyone. And I'm not saying that I agree with prejudice, but it's the way we look on the news. And the news doesn't portray us as good people, and we don't get national attention when we do good things peacefully. And we do good things peacefully. We have protests of gun violence in Chicago, and in that national television. We need to show people of the world that we are not violent, and that we are very passionate about this, but we know different ways to express our rage and our, we need to express our way a little differently. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
And our next speaker is Britta Holman from Westinghouse.
I can hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe. I'm in the movement now and I can't leave. Calling the violence of racist police, and we ain't stopping till everybody is free. In a just world, police are supposed to be what keeps people safe and comforted. Well, right now, the world isn't just, and police have become more of a threat and a danger. Everywhere you hear stories about how this innocent person has gotten injured or killed. The sad part is that the majority of these people are black, and what used to be a horrible incident is now a racist, horrible incident. What's even worse is that it keeps on happening. Some stories get onto the media, but I'm sure many incidents have happened and only the very closely related have known about it. But this has gone on long enough. It doesn't matter what skin color you have, what class you are, or what age you're at. Everyone can make a difference on the path towards change.
Thank you, Britta. And our next and final speaker is Mark Miner.
Good morning. Good morning. I can hear my neighbor crying. I can't breathe. I'm in the movement now, and I can't leave. Calling the violence of the racist police, and we ain't gonna stop till everybody's free. Do Black Lives Matter? The fact that we have to ask this question really shows just how messed up our society is. 52 years after the March on Washington, and a lot has changed. We have made a lot of progress as a race since the march. but we still have a ways to go. I do believe that Black lives matter. Scratch that, all lives matter. This is not just a black and white issue, but it's everyone's issue. When the people who are sworn to serve and protect stop serving and protecting, that is an issue. I feel that murder and police should not be in the same sentence. I feel that a reason should be given for police to murder, especially black people. I thank God that I've never had a bad experience with the cops. I guess I have my parents' teachers to thank for that. Teaching me that I should treat someone how I would want to be treated, or that I should dress like a respectable young black man with integrity, and that respect is a gift that you always give back, or that I am just blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. So in Unitarian Universalism, we believe that we're all interconnected in a great web of existence, and that the work of creating a better world, the work of empowerment, the work of community, love, and justice is not done alone. It's something that we do together. So now we'd like to take a moment and acknowledge all of the people whose work made today possible, who made this little piece of working towards a better, brighter, more creative future possible. So first, I'd like to ask the Austin Scholarship Committee members to stand up so we can acknowledge you. Austin Scholarship Committee members, will you rise? And if you're a founding member of the Austin Scholarship Committee, will you either rise or stay standing? Founding members of the Austin Scholarship Committee. We had a couple of alumni of the scholarship program rise earlier. Are there any other alumni here? Alumni of the Austin Scholarship Program. We'll give you guys a hand again. You are
These two young ladies should introduce themselves. They're from Austin High School.
Tony Robertson, well, it was Tony Coleman at the time, class of 1985.
Jacqueline Johnson, I was Jacqueline Woods at the time, class of 85.
85 and 95. So Ralph Ellison said that education is a matter of building bridges, and we have some bridge builders with us here today. Will anyone who donated a scholarship, who gave a scholarship this year, please stand up? Yeah. It's not just information that makes education possible. It's love, it's support, it's a warm bed to sleep in at night, it's a meal in the morning. Will all the parents and guardians of the scholars please rise so that we can acknowledge you? Joseph Campbell said that the job of an educator is to teach students to see their own vitality. We have some folks here who are staff from the schools. If you are a staff from one of these high schools or an educator, will you please rise if you participated in making this possible? Please stand up. And finally, do we have any civic leaders in the house? Are there people who work for the betterment of society through being an elected official? Do we have elected officials here or their representatives? give elected leaders one round of applause. And now Barbara Miner would like to pay a special thank you to somebody who went above and beyond the call for the scholarship program this year.
Yes, I would like to say, even though they're not here today, well, I have two counselors of the schools that I give scholarship applications to who are always, they always make sure that their students turn in their applications with all of the information all of the time. They never have a student that turn in an incomplete application, and they always follow through with their students. And those two counselors are Ms. Porter from Marshall High School and Ms. Kellogg from Providence St. Mary. Tell them that Ms. Minor said thank you. I know Ms. Porter is ill, so tell them Ms. Minor wanted to thank them personally.
So our closing hymn today is called "Oh, I Woke Up This Morning." It's a spiritual, you might know it. It's number 153 in your grain hymnals. It's also a zipper. And what a zipper is one of those songs where you can keep singing it and just change one word. So in the way that it's printed in your grain hymnal 153, the same word is printed all 4 verses, and it's freedom. But because this is Scholarship Sunday, we're going to change that word a couple of times. So we're going to go freedom, and then we're going to go college, and then we're going to go justice, and then we're going to go freedom again, okay? So we're going to zip it up. Freedom, college, justice, freedom. Number 153.
I ain't got